Welcome back to Around the Block Volleyball. We're about halfway through conference play and things are heating up. So today we're sharing our favorite players from each of the top teams and why you should be watching them too. First off, let's just get right into it. We got the number one team. We got Nebraska.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's kind of funny. I think for most people, this is a tough one to do.
Yeah.
Because there's so many good players here. But for me, it's pretty easy for me. I pick Harper Murray.
Okay.
I've been a fan of her since freshman year. I thought it was just so amazing, like how great she was as an overall player. And she's really been able to build her game pretty much every year that she's come back. So I think this year you can kind of tell that the passing has been really good. I think you can say that she's like the best passing outside in the country. And, you know, being able to score, I think she's been able to like figure out a lot of different ways to score now.
Yeah.
I think there's still some things about that she is a little bit like tempo, like having tempo helps it be a lot easier for her. But she still found ways to be able to tool out the block. She's hitting certain shots, cutbacks, all the types of roll shots. I've been liking what Harper Murray's been able to do.
I mean, I think a big part of the Harper Murray hype train is just that she has that like swagger, you know?
For sure.
That freshman year where she wants like, oh yeah, like I want to win like championships every year. Yeah. Next year we're coming back. Is basically every year after anything, whatever they got eliminated, it was basically, we're going to come back next year, we're going to come back stronger, we're going to come back and win the championship this next year.
Yeah.
And
confidence.
Yeah.
And just rattling off like quick numbers, like it's just under 4 kills a set, which is again really good for such a balanced team.
Yeah.
Hitting over 300 on that, still really good. And then, you know, the defense and everything, the passing is all there too.
I mean, there's a reason why she's basically like the most popular player in NCAA right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's another player, but
hard to say.
Yeah, but she's not my favorite player to watch on Nebraska.
Fair enough. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, for me, I have Bergen Riley.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so I think especially this year, we already lost Izzy Stark to, you know, whatever happened. So I needed a setter to really keep my eyes on. And just being on this top-level team, I think Bergen Riley makes it very fun to watch because, you know, not every NCAA team has so many good options to choose from. And I think Bergen Riley's doing a really good job of like balancing out all of her decisions and finding the hot hand. I think I've said it in other episodes where she's been really good at finding the hot player for Nebraska and trying to find a way to feed them just a little bit more than everyone else. So those players, while still balancing the offense, those players are getting the higher percentage of swings. Yeah. So I think she's doing a really good job there. She's also playing insanely good defense this season, which is very, very impressive. It's like, I think she's one of the top defensive setters probably in NCAA right now, at least in the top Power 4 conferences. And yeah, it's almost giving me like Lauren Carlini type vibes with just her being a much better defender than other players at the setter position.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's not as good as Lauren Carlini because
one of the best setters for sure. Yeah.
But it's just like the level of defense that she's able to play. She's getting a lot of balls up, not letting anything drop. So I think she's doing a really good job there. And then another thing where I think we're gonna see throughout this list where I kind of lean into the storylines a little bit more. So I talked about the Harper Murray. Yeah. She has that like swagger storyline.
She had that whole thing that went on in the offseason as well.
Yeah. For Bergen Riley, I think a good storyline for her was more of the Campbell Flynn is coming in. Is she going to lose that position? There were a lot of doubters coming into the season. Even ourselves, we were like, oh, like it's possible that she loses the position because Campbell Flynn is really good. Yeah.
We were not Bergen Riley disrespecters, but there are a lot of people that were disrespecting the crap out of Bergen Riley.
There are some people ready to just have her on the bench. Sure, maybe there were Nebraska haters, but you know, the conversation was out there.
Yeah.
So
it's like you're gonna pretend that she was not just one of the better setters in the country already, and you're just gonna bench her. Like I don't know. I never understood it.
Yeah, but Bergen Riley fully earned her spot. Campbell Flynn, she's come in a little bit. She's also looked really good. Yeah. But right now, Bergen Riley's that starter. She's gonna be that starter basically for the rest of the season, unless anything happens. Knock on wood. But yeah, that's why she's one of my favorite players to watch. And I think just watching any sort of balanced offense with good offensive weapons, you want to watch Bergen Riley.
Yeah, I respect that. Definitely love watching a good setter running a good offense.
But now let's move on to the number 2 team. We got Texas. So for my pick for Texas, I picked Ramsey Gary, actually.
Okay.
Even though she is not the starting libero,
Yeah.
I think just something about the plays that she gets involved in. She's always one of those really like hustle players. She's getting a lot of crazy ups. She's making she's running into I think she has multiple plays where she's running into the crowd this season.
There's so many.
Getting balls up. She's laying out. She's getting a lot of digs. She's saving the play. I think she's just super fun to watch. Even if she isn't that starting libero.
Yeah.
She's basically just like a human highlight reel, but for liberos. So I had to pick her as my favorite player because it's just so fun to watch.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I also picked Ramsey Gary.
Okay. Yeah.
If we got, our fans would probably assume that I'm going to pick Kari Spears. I think that's the softball, that's the layup
He's
right
been
there.
on it.
That I would pick her. But man, I have been so happy to see what Ramsey Gary's been able to do. I was very confused about that libero position. Like, what is that going to look like for this team? Having Emma Halter already there, like established in that system. But Ramsey Gary coming in, it was okay. They still have that DS spot that has been pretty important for them in years past. And man, has she filled that role and has done wonders with it. Again, like you're saying, like the crazy plays that are like backbreaking for the other team when they win those points is just, she's a big time player in the big time moments. She's been able to get it done and it's been really cool. I've been a huge fan of what she's been able to do.
Yeah, she might not be the one ending any plays, but she's the one keeping the play going for a lot of these Texas rallies.
And it's pretty insane to say this. And I guess you wouldn't really think about it for defensive players too much, but she really is like a playmaker. Like she is making the plays when it needs to be made in those crunch time moments of just, we need this ball. Even if it's a hustle ball, she's going to go get it. Yeah. If it's a dig, she's going to still get those. And also like the serving in the big time moments has been there. Yeah. They just win points when she's serving. It's so awesome to watch her. So
I think they just win points when she's on the court. Just like I said, keeping plays alive. Yeah. It's important and it also looks really fun.
Yeah, I'm glad that you picked her too. Yeah. We definitely get to shout out Ramsey Gary here.
Yeah, there are a lot of other good players on the Texas team, but that's just the one we had to go with. But now let's move on to the number 3 team, and here we have Kentucky.
Yeah, for me, this is pretty easy for me. It's been Eva Hudson. Eva Hudson has come into this team and just been a shot in the arm. Yeah. Again, Kentucky was a really good team last year, but this time I think they've been able to take an extra step. Even with losing some key players, they've been able to do that. And it really has been, a lot of it is because of what Eva Hudson has been able to do. Yeah. Like great overall player, passing, hitting has been phenomenal. Like it's just been so good. For me, it's a stacked roster, but she's still able to make plays and still stand out, which is pretty amazing to me.
I also picked Eva Hudson. Yeah. And I think my reason, very much of the same, but to me, I also think that she's just the more complete outside of the two, of this number 1 outside in the nation duo. Yeah. Because they are that good. But I think she's the better overall player of the two. And she's also the more like hype and kind of like emotional hype leader of the team, where in tough moments, she's going to make a play. She's going to get the team hyped. She's going to get the team fired back up regardless of what happens. And that's still how they ended up one of these top teams.
Yeah, it's amazing what she's able to do, even though she is a transfer in. Like the fact that she is, like the engine, or maybe the gasoline up for this team that can get the team fired up, even though she is new to the program. I think that's really cool that she's been able to take that type of responsibility and be able to do it. So really, really cool that Eva Hudson's been able to shine on a different roster as well. Quick numbers again, right? Over 4 kills a set is amazing. 286, still pretty good with the amount of swings that she's getting. It's insane. And then, the passing is there and the defense is still there.
Yeah, no, she's extremely good, and watch any of their close games, even in that loss to like Pitt or that loss to Nebraska, regardless of what happens, when they're losing, she's still getting fired up. She's still trying to hype the team back up. And then in these tough wins, which I guess recently they haven't had too many because, they're the top of their conference still. But when they're getting these tough losses, she's still right there, giving all that hype, giving all that energy, and it makes the team fun to watch, and it still makes you kind of believe in them regardless of like the tough situation. Yeah. So even when they lost to Pitt, and that was a 3-0. Yeah. But when you see Eva Hudson on the court, it still gives you that bit of faith with the type of energy she's bringing out.
Yeah, and kind of what I've been preaching, I guess, the past couple players that I've talked about is like just like a big time player, like making the plays when it needs to be made. Yeah. That's been Eva Hudson's whole thing, I feel like, this year. Yeah. She's been able to do that again, like on a stacked roster already, and she's able to make that happen. It's still really fun to watch for me.
Very fun player, but now let's move on to the next team. Number 4, we have Louisville. Louisville, for me, I ended up picking Peyton Peterson as my player to watch. So I think she's really fun, especially just continuing again. I'm all about these storylines. That like just the fact that she's continuing on from last season where she had to come in for Anna DeBeer.
Yeah.
No one really knew who Peyton Peterson is. You know, they knew, obviously she played a little bit. She's playing off the bench, but no one who isn't focused on Louisville really knew who she was. She comes in. It's a big emotional moment. She holds her own. She comes in. She becomes like, maybe not the level of Anna DeBeer, but she helps end the games for them. Yeah. She helps win those games for the team. I think she carried that on perfectly into this season where she is like, it's between her and Chloe Chacoin being that number 1 option, but I think offensively she is getting like a higher number of swings, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But just the fact that she can do that as a sophomore who just came in continuing from last season, I think it's super cool, and she's just a fun player to watch. She swings big time all the time. She's a very tricky player as well.
Yeah.
She hits a lot of shots. So she's a good player.
Yeah, super scrappy too in defense. Yeah, and quick numbers for her. I mean, leading the team in kills, 343 per 3.43 kills per set. You know, the efficiency is not as good. It's 235. That's okay, but again, sophomore, she made big time plays last year. Yeah. She's still being able to carry that on. She's definitely a really fun player to watch too. For me, I picked Kara Cressy.
Of course.
To me, it's just so cool. And I love seeing a middle dominate the game. And you can tell offensively, their idea offensively is to be able to get her the ball as much as you can, which is difficult because it's passing dependent. But, I mean, they get her the ball, and she is so efficient with it. And she's so dynamic, right? Being able to hit front and slides and in the back, like, you know, behind the setter. It's been amazing what she's been able to do. And that doesn't even mention her blocking. Like, her defense is also insane. Like, the best blocker in the country. I don't think that's really much of a question with the consistency that she's been able to do it at. So really, really fun for me to watch her.
Yeah, I think especially for her on that blocking end, like sometimes when I'm watching her, I'm seeing her get some stuff blocks against like pretty well-run offenses.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is unfair. She's too good. Like, you got to relax. You're a grown woman playing amongst children. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So she is definitely a very, very fun player to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's the main point of that Louisville team that they try to get the ball to when they can.
Yeah, I mean, it opens up everything for everyone else, honestly, and it really helps. Like, just under 3 kills per set, you know, hitting 400 is insane.
Yeah.
And then, like, the blocking numbers, I'm sure, are also just disgusting here. Yeah, I mean, 76 blocks, some of them assists. But like 13 solo blocks is also pretty nuts. Yeah. So that's more than a block a set. That's pretty crazy too.
Now we're moving on to our next team, and at number 5 we have Stanford.
Stanford, for me, it's Logan Parks. Okay, to me, it's been so easy to say her. Again, there were so many questions on what the Stanford team would look like, you know, without Cami Minor. Can there be someone to step up? And the question was, is it Taylor Yu? Is it Logan Parks? Logan Parks, you know, the 6'2", it didn't look great at the beginning of the season. But again, she's a freshman. Yeah. So you had no idea. But man, now that they've run the 5-1, Logan Parks looks like she's settled in. Yeah. She's getting more confident by the day.
It took a little bit.
By the day, she's getting more and more confident. And man, has she been looking really good now. So I love it that Kevin Hamley is is trusting her in the offense and that she's able to run it. And she's been really good for me.
Yep, that was also my pick. So Stanford, I also picked Logan Parks. And then for me, it's also because of that 6'2" that they ran at the beginning of the season, I'm just waiting to see, which is probably why I'm most invested in watching her. I'm waiting to see when she starts bringing out a couple of those swings, a little bit more of that offensive setter type vibe, taking some rips at the ball, a la maybe a Moni Nikolov, or maybe just like the men's game in general, where when setters dump, they're swinging.
Yeah.
So a little bit more like that. I think she can maybe start filling that role a little bit whenever she gets fully settled. Obviously, maybe don't start yet. You're not fully there on the setting side yet. Players are still a little bit more uncomfortable, so we gotta fully ease into that, and then we can start taking some swings. But I think I'm watching to see when that happens, especially if it happens this season. Woo, Stanford's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, and I will say, I was honestly surprised at the beginning of the season when I first saw her. I was like, wow, she's actually way more physical than I thought she was going to be. I mean, I don't know what her listed height is, but like she plays taller than that, I feel like.
I think she's 6', 6'1".
Yeah, like it's insane. Like she's getting blocks. She's getting a lot of touches up there.
No, she got hops.
And yeah, she's swinging. She's being very aggressive at the net. Like it's really cool. And it is like you're talking about like maybe like a new age type of setter, like a different approach on it, being more aggressive. And you know, can that happen in the women's game, college wise? That'd be really cool.
Yeah. That is what I'm waiting for, you know? I think everyone would be happy to see the type of Moni-esque highlights come to the women's game.
Yeah, we'll see if she can be able to make it happen. Yeah, I mean, 6 foot, like...
Yeah.
Again, to me, she plays bigger than that, which is crazy.
She's very fun to watch, and I'm still waiting on those swings to start coming in.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, you can just tell that she's getting better and more confident. Like, she's finding her way in the college game, so... Definitely on the up for her.
Now let's move on to the next team. Number 6, we have Pitt. So I think this one's going to be easy. I'm assuming we both picked Olivia Babcock here.
Yeah.
What more is there to say? She is the option for that team. She's getting most of the balls. She's the one who has like the future potentially being the right side for Team USA, like in international play. Maybe not this next Olympics, but we could see her on that roster possibly. Maybe even further beyond. But
at this point, she might be able to.
Yeah, so she's getting a lot of burn, and she's just a player that you have to keep your eye on if you care about USA volleyball at all.
This is funny. You say burn. Bro, she's literally the whole campfire. She's the firewood. She's the gasoline. She's everything that you throw into the fire. She's everything right now.
Yeah.
She is killing it, though. Like, again, like you're saying, she has been the whole offense. Again, not to disrespect the other players. The other players are still good. But everyone knows who the go-to hitter is on this team.
Yeah.
The other team knows that. They're defending against it. And she's still hitting so well. She's had insane games. Like, we just have to mention it. I know they lost in the game, but the game against Miami that just happened, was it a crazy game? And she showed out. Yeah. She did everything that you wanted from a player like that. And it just didn't go their way, right?
Yeah, she was trying to battle up against Flor Marie Heredia-Colón, and that was a battle for the ages. Yeah.
Like, it was so electric. And, again, like, she balled out like crazy. She hit over 500, getting the 30 kills. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention, she has a vaulter game. Her defense has been so good in the back row now.
Yeah.
Like, she's a real 6 rotation right side, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. Probably forced a little bit in that Team USA gym where they're like, hey, we don't do this any sub things here, so no matter what is happening, you got to play defense there.
Yeah, and I think she picked it up quick. And she's been able to defend like crazy right now.
And not to mention, she is the reigning National Player of the Year, by the way. So very, very easy choice for Pitt here.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's keep it rolling. Let's move on to ASU, Arizona State.
Yeah.
Another one where we possibly are going to pick the same player again. We've had a couple in a row right now, actually. But I picked Noemi Glover.
Noemi Glover.
Yeah. I mean, same thing as a right side. She did miss some time, so technically, she's not up there for
like pure numbers.
Most number of swings, most number of kills for her team. But that's basically because of injury where she missed a handful of games. But she is like that super go-to hitter, which, again, storyline-wise, it's pretty crazy because when she was at Oregon last year, I was a fan of the Oregon team last year, but she was not their go-to hitter. She was I think her season high last year was like 15 kills. Right now, she's getting 15 kills easy per match.
Yeah.
So she has totally stepped it up just being on this ASU team. The transfer out was good for her, I guess. So, yeah, I think she's super fun. Way more dominant now, and it's just cool to see a player evolve like this.
Yeah, and ASU is on the rise, right? I mean, they're here at 7, which is amazing to see.
Yep. And a big part because of Noemi Glover.
Yeah, a huge part.
Yeah.
And then, like, again, you're talking about the storylines. I mean, isn't it sick that she went out, or it's not good that she went out, but the fact that she got injured, I mean, I'm assuming quite a few people thought that she was not coming back, or it would take a while because it was like concussion, right?
Yeah.
But man, she came back, and she came back better. Like, she has been just as good, which is crazy. Like, she's just been so awesome. Again, it's like domination for her. Right, it's almost 5 kills a set. Hitting near 370 is insane. Yeah, those are crazy numbers. So you have to put respect on Noemi Glover right now. And again, like you're saying, like the breakout season that she's having is so cool.
Big fan. I mean, not to say I wasn't already when I was enjoying the Oregon team from last year, but I did not expect this at all. So this is a must-watch player, especially if you're looking for breakout stars of the year. If NCAA maybe had a most improved player.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's an option right here. But let's move on to number 8, where we have SMU, and maybe we'll have a different one here.
Yeah, for me, I got Avery Carlson.
That's a good pick.
To me, and it's interesting, I did pick Logan Parks, but like besides her, I haven't, just having a setter to watch and just really enjoy what she's able to do. Again, it's not to the same level as Bergen Riley with their offense, but the SMU offense is very balanced and they have a lot of great weapons. And Avery Carlson is a huge reason why they're able to be such a good offense. Being able to dish the rock and getting it to the people when they need it and keeping everyone interested. It's been a really balanced offense. And then, it's important. The location has to be very consistent. And I think she's been able to do that. And it's been really fun. Like, just being able to see, she transferred to Texas. Or she was at Texas last year.
Out of Texas.
Yeah, transferred to SMU. And again, she still looked that good.
She was even already a top setter. But, that fit in Texas, I guess. It was more congested. They had a tougher season last year. And, things got a little bit weird. I think, especially with the fans. It was a weird situation to be in. But she is really, really good. But thankfully, we differ again here, and I did not pick her.
Okay.
So for my SMU pick, I ended up picking Jaden Livings.
I love that you picked Jaden Livings.
Yeah,
I love that.
This is maybe, I just like the storylines, but she's coming from USC with her friend, I guess. Yeah. With her friend also from USC. So part of that USC duo that transferred over to SMU to get more starting minutes, get more usage here.
Yeah.
Which she is. Last season, she was basically behind Ali Batenhorst, and Adonia Faumuna as the two other main offensive players. So it's good to see her be here and get treated a little bit more as a main option.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's, again, more this type of breakout player, kind of from the transfer. So this is one of the situations where I know we've harped on the transfer portal a little bit, but it's a situation where it's good for the player to find a new place to be and
thrive.
Really thrive and step up their own play. And maybe this changes what they needed. They needed the opportunity to really grow.
Yeah.
And I think Jaden Livings, she's showing the growth, and she looks really, really good. She got added to the National Player of the Year watch list, so you can tell that she is performing extremely well.
Yeah, I mean, numbers-wise, she's leading the team in kills. 3.89 kills per set, so just under 4. Hitting 276. Like, that is really good numbers. And again, this is a sophomore. Her first time being at SMU. It's a whole different system, and she's still been able to produce and take a step, right? This is not a step, this is a leap. This is a breakout season for her.
Yeah.
I love that for her. Being a sophomore, that's so cool. And then, to me, just quick shout out to Malaya Jones was another really close one for me.
Yeah.
And then Natalia Newsom, she's the one that went viral with the whole
40-inch vertical.
It is pretty insane.
Yeah, she jumped very high.
Yeah. And Malaya Jones is crazy what she's able to do. She's so powerful.
Yeah.
But Jaden Livings, I love that you picked her. I think it's great that you got to shout her out. And then for me, Ava Carson is so fun to watch. A setter being able to dish the rock, I had to pick it.
Now let's move on to number 9, where we have Wisconsin, and I got a trend going here. I'm pretty much picking transfers because for Wisconsin, I'm picking Mimi Collier.
Same here.
Yeah, and I think it kind of is in a similar vein to Pitt, maybe, where she is the main offensive option for this team.
Yeah.
I mean, Mimi Collier is leagues above everyone else in terms of usage for this Wisconsin team. And she's really stepping up to fill that role because she's performing pretty well. She just had a bad week last week. So it also did end up bringing down a bunch of her numbers. I was already
fantasy team.
Yeah, I was already claiming her as my National Player of the Year. So maybe I jinxed it. Maybe I cursed her a little bit. So that's on me. I'll take blame for that one. Maybe that's not her fault.
When Penn State swept Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was tough. But also just the storyline where she's kind of filling in this role that Sarah Franklin left open because she was another National Player of the Year level player. And
she even won that,
yeah. Not last year, but she's that caliber of player that role needed to be filled, and it's being filled pretty well with Mimi Collier. We had a lot of doubts going into the season. Sarah Franklin is really, really good. So it's hard to fully fill that role. And, maybe Mimi Collier isn't fully there as just an all-around player and the type of plays that she makes. But just in terms of taking on that offensive usage, she's there. And I think she's just the most fun to watch because she's getting the ball a ton of times, and you just got to see her take rips, make plays with the ball.
Yeah.
And it's basically being forced upon her. So
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying, right, replacement for Sarah Franklin. And she's been able to do as close as you would assume that she'd be able to do, right? This is as close as you can get, pretty much. And she's been able to step up, like, really big time. And it's so cool. Like, a really strong hitter from Oregon, and then she's been able to build on that, I feel like, with tough competition. So she's really been able to step it up. Over 5 kills per set on 335 scoring. Like, that is insane. Like you were saying, there was still, like, the ups and downs that she's had this year.
No, very much last week.
Yeah. So it's still a lot of ups. Like, she's still played really, really well this season. And just like a side note, this isn't really has to do with Mimi Collier as much anymore. But it's like Charlie Furbringer and the scares about what's going on with her injury.
Yeah.
I think that just hurts their ceiling of what this team can achieve. And to me, it's not to Mimi Collier's fault. Like, she's done everything that you would ask for if you're Coach Sheffield. Yeah. And she's been really good.
Kind of bringing it back to Mimi Collier in that sense, it's like now there's a little bit even more of a burden on her shoulder, which it was already a lot before where, it's like, oh, you got to handle a lot of the offense, and now it's got to handle a lot of the offense with a new setter coming in.
Yeah.
And losing your all-American level setter.
Yeah, and shout out Addie Horner. She's been pretty good so far, but
she has
again, it's different. It's going to be different with a different setter out there. But Mimi has been an absolute killer this season, so I'm pretty sure it makes sense that we both picked her.
Yeah, but let's move on to the next team. Where at number 10 we have Texas A&M.
A lot of good players in this team too, so this one was also tough.
But for me, I had to take it very simple. I took Logan Lednicki as my player to watch. I mean, she is this number one offensive option on this team, even though it is a much more balanced team than, say, like Pitt, where that's a number one option right side. But it's also nice to see that we kind of have like this big three of right sides. At least coming into the season, we had this big three in mind of right sides NCAA. We had Logan Lednicki, we had Kennedy Martin, we had Olivia Babcock. Logan Lednicki, obviously one of them, and I think she's kind of just filling that role where she is a huge offensive weapon for the team.
Yeah.
She's a little bit less consistent maybe in terms of the numbers that she's putting up, especially compared to like Olivia Babcock and Kennedy Martin, where they are forced to do the most every single game they play. But Logan Lednicki, very, very good too. She is also playing for Team USA. She was on that national team for 1 or 2 weeks, I believe, if not 3 of VNL.
Might be 3,
yeah. But in terms of playing time, it was about 1-2 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, she looked really, really good there to us. So
yeah,
I think she's just another player that you got to keep your eye on. I always want to keep an eye on all the potential Team USA players, so that's why she's one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, to me, it was between her and who I picked. But, again, quick numbers for Logan Lednicki. Just under 4 kills per set, hitting, it's 299, but it's pretty much 300. So that's insane for her. And then, again, you just know who the ball is going to a good amount of time when they need it, and she's been able to produce. So definitely not mad at that pick. For me, though, I had to go with Efena Casapala.
Yeah.
I think she's been an absolute dog. She's been so electric this season. Where, as a middle, she's been able to impact the game, with her hitting and her blocking, being super efficient at it. And then again, she has it is a very balanced offense for A&M. But she's a huge reason why they're able to do that.
Yeah.
Is that she's able to be a huge presence in the middle that can open things up for the other pin hitters.
Yeah.
Which makes it really, really good. And then, to cap it off, just her energy. She exudes that type of energy and, that swagger that pretty much that A&M gets to have. I think it comes from her. When she makes a big play, when other teammates make a big play, she's there to hype them up, get them ready to keep going, keep pushing. And for me, that is a huge reason why I've liked her. I think that energy is just so fun to watch. Even when it is on TV, I feel like I can feel it, so it's really cool. Yeah. And then, again, quick numbers for her. Nearly 2 kills a set, hitting .413, so really efficient attacking-wise. And then she's averaging over 1.5 blocks a set. That is also really great numbers for a middle. You can't go wrong with that, so I had to go with Efena.
Let's move on to number 11, and here we have TCU. So a very, very interesting team where it's a very, very system-based. They got a lot of subs, a lot of different players coming in and out for their team, so a lot of different players to choose from.
Yeah, less star-studded compared to a lot of these other teams that a lot of people know a lot of the big names.
Yeah, but for my pick, TCU, I picked Evan Hendricks.
Me too. Had to go with Evan Hendricks.
I mean, I think part of what makes this decision a little easy for us is just that she's 5'9".
Yes.
So
that was literally my first reason as to why she's my favorite.
Yeah. Being 5'9" and playing at this high level, it also means that you're jumping.
Yeah.
So
she's got a crazy vert.
Yeah, she is jumping high to get up with all these other huge players. I mean, we have right sides in NCAA right now that are like half a foot taller than her on average.
Yeah.
So she is being up against very big blocks, and she's dealing with it very well. Part of it is that system, but she still has to get up there and do it. So
she got to be able to run that system.
Yeah.
And she's doing it really well.
Yeah. So that already just makes it so that when you're a shorter player, pretty much everything you do, especially as an attacker, is like a highlight reel.
Yeah.
So that's why she's the player to watch for me.
Yeah.
Just highlights after highlights.
Bro, she's like, again, it's so cool. Like a breakout sophomore season. It's really cool for these sophomores to be able to become a bigger focal point for certain teams. Mm-hmm. And she's become the focal point for TCU. Mm-hmm. Right? It actually, like looking at the numbers, she has almost 200 more attacks than anyone else on the team. Mm-hmm. That is insane. And then her numbers for that is over 4 kills a game, or 4 kills a set, hitting 238. Again, the efficiency is not there, but she's 5'9". Like, yeah, it's insane what she's able to do already. Being
the fact that she's able to do it is crazy.
Yeah, being so productive. And then again, over 700 attempts, right? That's a lot of swings. Yeah. And she's been able to still produce. You have to give her flowers for that.
Let's move on to team number 12. We got Purdue. So this also, maybe not too many options here. We got some bigger names to pick from. But for me, this is where I picked another setter. I picked Taylor Anderson as my player to watch. I mean, she's a really, really good setter. And I think for her, it's cool seeing her have to adapt to like this like basically whole new roster.
It's a very different team.
Whole new starting roster around her. So, Purdue was obviously already really good where they had maybe like the best outside core in volleyball last year. Mm-hmm. But then both outsides left, middles left, graduations happened. So a lot happened to this Purdue team. She stayed, and she's still able to lead them to being a top team in the nation. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just props to her. She's doing a really good job. Great setter. I mean, should be in consideration for one of the top setters in NCAA.
For sure. Yeah. I actually really like that you picked her because for me, it was 2 players that I was picking from. And I picked the other one. I picked Kenna Woolard. Yeah. Again, she has been unstoppable lately. Mm-hmm. Kenna Woolard has been putting up crazy numbers. And again, they've been winning games right now. Yeah. They're winning really big games. So definitely really cool. I mean, numbers here, right? Like just under 5 kills a set, 700 attempts, 266 hitting percentage. And then again, she's able to do everything on the court. And it's really cool to me. Like another breakout season. I just love those. I think it's so cool when when players get opportunity that wasn't there before. Yeah. And then that they're able to do something with it. I think it's really cool, right? Again, we talked about those 2 really good outsides that they had last year, right? They were so awesome.
Yeah, Eva Hudson, Chloe Chicoine.
Yeah, but the fact that she's been able to kind of not replace what they were able to do, but being able to do what you need from outside and doing it with not as much playing time last year, stepping up big time here. It's been really fun to watch for me.
Yeah. Let's just move on straight to number 13 here, where we have Creighton. So another very interesting one. They're of all these teams, they're in like one of the more interesting conferences because they're now going to be super dominant in their conference. Yeah. While having a rough beginning of the year schedule. Like it was tough. But my player that I picked as the most fun to watch, I picked Kiara Reinhardt.
Damn, me too.
Yeah, I think it's just super fun to watch her because she's super offensive. And she's also, I don't know the right way to phrase this, but she's older than a lot of the players that she plays with. Oh, okay. Because she has been playing in NCAA since COVID, basically. Yeah. Or right after. That counts as the COVID year, 2020. Yeah, she's been playing since then. So she's been playing for a long time. I think she might be the last COVID player.
Probably.
One of the last COVID players out there. So I think it's just fun to watch an older player beat up on kids sometimes.
That's mad funny. I had no idea where you were going with that. I was like, what is he about to say?
Yeah, but
trying to get us canceled?
Yeah, that's just a weird reasoning, but I think it's just more fun in that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I picked her too. And when we were talking about Creighton before, even earlier in the season, like, she's been like the staple in Creighton's lineup for a while now, which, like, I mean, you're just saying, and it's really cool that she's been able to do that with a lot of changes in the roster, right? Mm-hmm. New setter, new hitters, like, there's a lot of different things going on, new libero, like, but she's still been able to do what she needs to do, and it's really cool. Mm-hmm. And you were just saying, like, she's such a great offensive middle.
Yeah.
Like, so efficient. And again, it's like, it's a different setter, and she's still been able to do it. It's really cool. And then numbers really quick. Second on the team in kills for a middle is really, really insane. It's over 2.5 kills per set. Doing it super, like, this is disgusting. Yeah. 450 hitting percentage is disgusting. Yeah. That is crazy. And she's also blocking really well. She's getting more than 1 block a set. Mm-hmm. So she's definitely doing everything that you need from a middle.
Again, we're moving on to the next team. And
Miami.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one where us and everyone else should be picking the same player to watch for this team.
It has to be now.
Yeah. We're both going to pick Flor Marie Heredia Colon because, god dang.
It's self-explanatory at this point.
Yeah, she's a monster. I mean,
yeah,
she just had that 38 kill performance.
Yeah, if you were living under a rock, if you didn't know, yes, Miami played Pitt. They reverse swept. And then, like you just said, 38 kills in a match is insane.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
She's so good. Like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
She's an absolute monster. She's the kill leader in the NCAA. So that's already self-explanatory. She is the reason that Miami is able to be this good and be this ranked, because she's one of the best offensive players in NCAA right now. And that's why she's got to be the player to watch. I mean, she's highlight after highlight. If she's able to outperform herself in that Pitt game, like, I have no words. During that game, I was rooting for her to get hit 40. I was like, do it, hit 40. You can do it.
I know. But we were actually like, yo, if she hits 4-0, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
That's actually just all-time performance.
Yeah. That is a game to go back and watch somewhere on YouTube for you guys to go back and watch. That is a must-watch game. So go back, watch that one, at least the 5th set, because
disgusting.
It was haymaker after haymaker. Both teams were going crazy, and Flor Marie Heredia Colon, she's the reason why Miami ended up on top.
Yeah, right. The 38 kills, over 70 attempts, and she had 342. Man, that is so efficient for that many kills. That is so crazy. And then again, quick numbers here, insane. 300 kills already.
Yeah.
In the season, almost 5.5 kills per set is. I mean, she probably got that huge boost after the 38, but you know what I mean? It's insane anyways.
Yeah. And
she's hitting 280, right? That's really good efficiency, and I mean, go-to hitter, and she's been able to do it. So
yeah.
Honestly, to go with it.
Honestly,
recency bias.
It wasn't even a boost because she was already leading the NCAA in kills.
Yeah.
Like, she was leading in kills before this. So she's just leading by even more now.
Yeah.
So just keep giving her more kills. She's going to keep leading the nation. But let's move on. Number 15. Number 15 here, we have Kansas. So for my Kansas pick, I've kind of been preaching her for the past couple weeks. I have Reese Patek.
Same here.
Yeah. I think she's one of the best middles in NCAA. And for me personally, I think the reason to watch her is because I think she's the most available middle in NCAA. Where,
I think so.
Like, her playing in transition, she just does it super well, where she always makes herself an option. It always becomes a problem for other middles when she gets reset, which is a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So she's getting reset a bunch, and she's an offensive option. I think that's a skill that isn't that great, or isn't that widely
talked about.
Yeah, widely talked about, and maybe not like promoted as heavily.
Yeah, I think it's more like the like volleyball coaches and like the real ball knowers that probably are talking about like how important it is to be good in transition for a middle.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's putting on a clinic at this point, right? She's actually available on almost every time. She's trying at least.
Yeah, and I mean, it's for a good reason. I mean, she gets used, her usage is pretty high.
Yeah.
Because she is available. So I think that's a must watch for Kansas, because they're just able to run the middle more frequently, and maybe not more frequently, but because there are some other teams where the usage is high.
Yeah.
But she just makes it, even if she's not used, she's a threat.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah. And she's on a really good trajectory right now for her college career, at least. Like, right, she made the All Big 12 freshman team last year, and she had a really good freshman year. But I mean, she's done even better, right? She's really good right now. and the trajectory is really nice. Again, I think she's even more dynamic this year in her offensive game, like you're talking about, that she is available all the time in transition, and it shows that she's second on the team in kills. Like that is crazy. 2.5 per set. The hitting percentage is .336, so still doing it very efficiently for a middle. And then she's also leading the team in blocks, getting more than a block a set. Like, she's doing a lot of different things right now, and definitely a player that you need to watch. You know, there's a lot of big names for middles right now, but she's definitely one.
She should be one of those big names.
She really should be.
Yeah, but now we're moving on to number 16. Almost finished here. We got Tennessee. So Tennessee, another real big one for me. I'm picking Caroline Kerr here. I mean, we got the setter. She's like the leader of this team. I think that shows, where she just exudes leadership and like not control over the team, but like management of the team, managing her emotions, managing her hitters in terms of confidence, instilling confidence in all of her teammates.
Yeah.
I think she just does a really good job there, on top of being one of the best setters just in terms of pure skill in NCAA. Like, even coming into the season, we already knew she was going to be a top setter. She proved us right. She is one of the top setters. There was a weird period of time where I think they were doing 6-2 for a little bit. Don't do that as much now. So, she gets to shine even more.
And then, I mean, we actually just watched the game against Florida, right? And man, I mean, what they're able to do is, it was tough that they lost that game, but man, I mean, what they've been able to do for this Tennessee team has been really crazy. But for me, I actually picked Hayden Kubik.
Yeah, that was my other option.
Yeah, Caroline Kerr has been doing amazing things, but Hayden Kubik, like, she's been that go-to hitter now, which is really, really cool. I mean, she's been the go-to hitter, getting over 4 kills a game on just under 300. So that's still pretty good for me. Yeah. And then she's also been able to be like a pretty decent passer, running like 6 rotations, you know, giving her the experience that you want her to be or want her to get. And I mean, she's been a really strong outlet that Tennessee has needed. And it helps them as a team be more competitive when she's on.
That's Maddie Kubik's sister, by the way.
Yeah.
In case anyone didn't know that. So also in terms of just watching her, it's like keeping watch of that career trajectory to see. She plays pro. Are we gonna see a pro sister duo?
That'd be sick.
It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
I don't know, but we got U.S. leagues now to choose from, so it could be very interesting. I think that's a fun one, but let's move on. Number 17, Penn State. Probably picking the same player here. We got Kennedy Martin as my choice.
Kennedy Martin.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same idea as Olivia Babcock, where except to even a further degree, in my opinion, where Kennedy Martin has been forced to step up insanely.
Yeah, expectations have been very different.
Yeah, I don't know if she's been trying to or if she transferred out maybe to try and get a little bit more help as part of her team.
I would assume so.
Yeah, but the help isn't there. So
I mean, everyone knows what has happened to them this season.
Yeah, the help is not there, and she has needed to step up even more. She is getting kill after kill. You can see her putting in the work. She's being tested every single game she's in. It's brutal, but it's also really fun to watch because she's getting highlight after highlight. For me personally, I think there are times when you can really, really tell that she wants to win or she wants to score the next point. And when she gets locked in like that, you know a highlight's coming, and it looks good. She's so good.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, she's potentially the strongest hitter in the country. I mean, just what she's been able to do this season. And, to her benefit, having the changes actually makes her performances this season look better to me, at least.
It's a lot more impressive.
Yeah, it's more impressive for sure. It's pretty crazy, right? With the ups and downs that this team has had, Kenny Martin has been a constant for the team. Over 5 kills a game, 5.24 is ridiculous. Hitting 326, that's pretty decent for a right side, and with the amount of swings that she's getting.
Yeah, that's
and also good. Everyone knows who's getting the ball a lot of time.
Yeah. And
then she's been able to score against fully set defenses. And I mean, to me it's really cool. And again, Volley talked about it, what she's been able to do, but her wrist and her snap is so amazing that she's really able to manipulate the ball really well with just her wrist.
Also helps that she's super tall, so that's an important skill.
Yeah, I mean, she's also what is she, 6'6"?
6'5", 6'6",
something like that. And she's I mean, she can straight up just OT a lot of people a lot of the time. But also just the fact that she's able to go cross body and she's destroying it cross.
Yep.
Even if she hits it at them, people have very little chance to be able to dig that ball. And to me, that's really cool that she's being able to do that. So I had to pick Kennedy Martin.
Yeah, and her back row attacks looking great this season.
Yeah, it's really impressive what she's been able to do back row.
And also, this is just a random personal note, but she also has some pretty fire TikToks. I very much enjoyed the one that after Izzy Stark ended up leaving the team.
Yeah.
She did like some TikTok using like this Dr. Doofenshmirtz quote where it's like, if I had a nickel for every single time that an All-American setter like left me, then I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened twice.
Oh man.
Agreed. It's weird that it happened twice. So props to her, and yeah, love the TikToks. Hope she keeps it up.
Yes, but I mean, more power to her that she made fun of it.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
in good light. She's not trying to be like malicious with it. So I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to number 18, where we have Minnesota here. So Minnesota's a very interesting one, where I think again it's probably like 2 options, especially because they've been through injury after injury.
Yeah, I mean,
this season
they've been just straight up plagued by injuries. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah. So for my pick, I picked Stella Swenson.
Me too.
So this upcoming setter, I'm just basically on these storylines where it's crazy, her storyline where she's already coming in to fill the shoes of Melanie Schaffmaster, great player. Before Melanie Schaffmaster, there was her own sister, Samantha Swenson.
Yeah.
So it's just really, really big shoes, big expectations for her. And especially given that everything that Minnesota's going through, she's been filling those shoes pretty well. She's had some ups and downs. There's been some like plays where you're like, it's freshman, or the connection's not there yet, whatever. Yeah. Happens, but I think just the idea that she needs to fill this role that's been very storied for this Minnesota team. I mean, that's
it's
one of
big
their
shoes
main,
to fill.
Yeah, that's one of their main positions that they're known for.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see her try and fill those shoes, and might not be perfect, but that's what I'm keeping my eye on.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, neither of us have Julia Hansen here.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like kind of obvious that she's like, the go-to player, and it's really cool to watch her. And I was really high on her last year, like watching her. I love watching Minnesota. But man, it's really impressive what Stella Swenson's been able to do.
Yeah.
Right, like you just mentioned it. She's replacing Melanie Schaffmaster, All-American setter, and she's been looking pretty good.
Yeah.
And to me, this is the part where this is what made me like more excited about talking about this, is like, how good could Minnesota have been if they were not injured? Like, this team would have been really good.
Yeah.
And to me, the huge question mark, to me at least, was how is it going to look with the new setter? And she has looked really good with all the different hitters that she's been. This is hitter roulette at this point. It's completely different hitters all the time, besides Julia Hansen.
Yeah.
And they have still been able to do pretty good things. Like, when you watch them, it's still pretty good what you've been able, like the product that they're able to put on the floor is still pretty quality, and that's with all the injuries that has happened. So
yeah,
I thought that was really compelling to just think about, wow, with how Stella Swenson has been playing, how good could Minnesota have been had they been fully healthy?
That one's a tough one, so not much to choose from there for us at least.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next team. Number 19, we got BYU. BYU, I'm here picking another setter. I'm picking Alex Bauer.
Okay.
Yeah, so another great setter coming off her own high-performing year the year before. It's not her freshman year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was rooting for this young BYU team last year, where she was a freshman last year, along with a very young team in general. It was a bunch of sophomores and freshmen playing as their starters. Now they're 1 year older. Alex Bauer is looking 1 year better.
Yeah.
So she's doing a great job running this BYU offense. And BYU, sure, they're going through some struggles, but I think she's still performing really well. She's dishing the ball very, very well out to her hitters. She has good options to choose from. This is a good BYU team.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a great job.
Yeah, but for me, I had to pick like a real freshman this year. I went with Sully Davis. She has been so awesome to see. Like, right, it's a very young BYU team.
Yep.
She's a freshman that is making this team even younger. And she's been looking really good. Being able to carve out a role for herself, a huge role, right? Starting outside, that's a lot that you have to deal with.
It's difficult
jumping
to do.
from club, high school level to college. But she's been able to do it, and she's been pretty good. Being able to be that like 1-2 punch with Claire Little Chambers has been really fun to watch for me. Like, really dynamic as a hitter, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And she's also putting up insane numbers too. Over 4 kills a game, 4.16, hitting 284. That's not bad for a freshman.
Yeah.
Freshman outside, where you got to do
all
the other
especially
things.
with the volume.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
and again, they're allowing her to play 6 rotations and figuring it out, which is really cool. And I think that's what makes me feel more compelled and excited to watch her, because of the like the amount of responsibility that she has to deal with, and she's been able to do really well with it. So really, really good shouts out to Silly Davis. She's been balling out too.
And now let's move on to the final team of our list today. We have number 20, where we have Baylor as our final team. So this is a very interesting Baylor team. They're performing pretty solid, but for me, I picked Ksenia Rachmanchik as my player to watch. That was a tough pronunciation. Sorry if I totally butchered that. The pronunciation is not on the Baylor website, so that's not my fault. They have some of the other ones, but they just don't have her pronunciation.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Fair enough.
So not my fault, but she's a freshman outside from Belarus who's already become like the number one option in terms of just volume. I don't think she's the number one like go-to like that they want to use. They still have...
It's like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. It's like extremely close. They have Manuela Bibimbe as their other main option on the right side.
Yeah.
So very, very close usage. Like the number of swings and attempts is like...
It's close. I mean, it probably changes.
Yeah, it probably switches game to game.
It's close.
But very, very recently, it's been Ksenia taking the reins and kind of being that more offensive player, scoring a little bit more and being that more reliable scorer. So I'm excited to see, especially if her game evolves, because she's just a freshman.
Yeah.
She's adjusting to playing in this NCAA system. Yeah. So I'm excited to see if this progression continues on and if she becomes that like really, really good outside that maybe Baylor's looking for by the end of the season. She's already there pretty much.
Yeah.
But if she can get even better, this is going to be a dangerous team.
And again, it helps Baylor, climb back up to being one of those top teams for sure. And I think they definitely have some of the little inklings that it takes to do that. And she's a huge piece of that. For me, I picked the other part of that 1-2 punch. I picked Manuela Bibimbe. I kind of talked about her before, but like I think at some point earlier in the season. But man, she's really fun to watch. And it's really cool that she's been able to do that. I mean, she's a graduate student, so again, she's been playing for a while, but she was not playing right side. She was playing as a middle. And
We're seeing that a lot nowadays.
Yeah, there's
middles going to right side.
Yeah, there's a lot of middles that are changing to right side, and that they've been able to do that. But I think it's just really cool that she's doing it, and it's been a pretty smooth transition, honestly. I mean, like we were saying, I mean, she's part of that 1-2 punch. They're first and second in attempts, and they're huge scorers for their team, and that's a huge reason why they've been able to win. And then numbers wise, again, like, the leading scorer, having that breakout season for herself, and then, just under 3 kills a set at 2.87, and then she's swinging at 273. And it's just really cool that she's been able to step up, take a leap, even though, again, she's a graduate student. But man, who cares? If you're still playing and you put in the work, you can kind of see it. Like, she really worked really hard this past offseason to be able to make this jump. And switching to positions,
the middle to right side jump is pretty different.
Yeah, and I mean, the sets are a little different, and then she's been able to do really, really well with it. So very impressive for me, and that's why I've been really liking her.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of our top players from each of these top teams. Let us know in the comments if you guys have any players that we maybe missed out on. We know we missed out on some, but this is just our personal preference. Let us know what you guys picked, or who you guys picked as your favorite players. But
yeah, who did we miss out on? I know there's a lot of players that could have been there, but
let us know in the comments. Make a case for them, why we messed up not picking them, and why we should be watching them instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's your opinion, so I want to hear it. I think it's always cool to just hear what other people have to say and what they like to watch. So I'm definitely really open to seeing it. I would love to see it for sure.
But for now, let's move on to the rally round. Welcome to the rally round, where we play our drafts, blind rankings, and other fun games. This week, we have another draft. We're going off of, last week we did the seniors and grad student draft.
Yeah.
This week, we're going to be doing a juniors draft, so it's a pretty stacked class.
Yeah, still a lot of really good players here.
Let's draft NCAA teams only using juniors.
I got the first pick this time. I'm going to take a player that I think has separated herself in the position for this draft. I'm taking Andy Jackson.
That's a good pick. I mean, I do agree. I think she's the best middle in this class by pretty good margin. I mean, she's one of the best middles in NCAA, so
if not the best one, so she's up being able to separate herself.
Yeah. All right, but for my next pick, I'm going to stick with the Nebraska train. I'm going to pick Bergen Riley as my setter. I think she's also one of these top in her class in the position. She's one of the best setters in NCAA. She's also, in my opinion, plays like the best defense out of almost every setter.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good pick for me, and I like it for myself. But then for my second pick, I'm going to pick Tori Stafford from Texas as one of my outsides. I think she's like the perfect combination of just offense, defense, able to play 6 rotations, really, really good outside, and she's just a junior, so love it for my team.
Okay. Since you went that way, let me just figure out how I wanna approach it. I think I'm gonna draft this way. I'm gonna take both my outsides here. I'm gonna take Brooklyn DeLay, and I'm gonna take Harper Murray.
It's a good combo. I mean, good combination of just offense and defense between the both of them. I think Brooklyn DeLay may be the slightly more offensive-oriented outside you got there, and then Harper Murray, one of the best defending outsides in NCAA, so good combination.
Yeah, can still do everything that you need on the court, and then, Brooklyn DeLay, the power that she's got and the hitting ability is definitely there.
No, that's a good one. Then for my picks, I'm going to finish out my middles here by taking both of them. I'm going to take Mariana Singletary from UCLA. I think especially recently she's been performing super, super well, proving that she felt a little underutilized before at Texas.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to take Hannah Sherman as my other middle. I think she's doing a really good job at Louisville, just blocking, everything like that.
Yeah,
even taking a little bit of a step offensively. I think last year maybe she was a little bit more of a blocking middle, but she's integrated better as part of that offense, and I think I got a good middle core here for my team.
Yeah, I mean, she's also stepping up to, actually full-time take that starting spot, too. So she's definitely been really good as well.
Got to stop Andy Jackson somehow, so got to get that blocking.
Then for me, I'm going to take Olivia Babcock. She has just been so absurdly good right now.
Yeah.
I have to take her. And then, of course, the fact that she's able to play 6 rotations and she's been defending so well. I feel really good taking her.
Well, she's going to get some relief now with
She got a really good team.
Yeah.
She got a really good team.
With the rest of the team being real good.
And then for me, I'm going to take my lib. I'm going to take Molly Tuzzo here.
Good pick.
I think at this point, it's known that I'm a Molly Tuzzo fan. And she's been really good. And as a junior, she's stepped it up even more. So definitely feel good with taking her.
Yep. One of the best liberos in NCAA, so very good pick. So for this round of the draft, the pick order doesn't really matter anymore, but I'm just going to use this round to reunite some players here. First, I'm going to take Ramsey Gary as my libero, get that the 2 Texas transfers actually in on the same team together, so that's pretty fun. And then let me get Chloe Chacoin as my other outside, bringing in some Louisville right there as well. I got some team pairings out here. Okay. I like it.
Okay. And to round out my team, I'm going to take Alexis Stuckey. I think she's proven how good of a setter she is when she is healthier. And she's been able to do that this year.
Yeah, and she's going to have some pretty good passing on this team. So
Yeah, really good passing here, so it definitely helps. And then my other middle, I'm going to take Brielle Camivore from BYU. She's been killing it as well. Definitely feel really good about still getting another really good middle here.
And then last but not least, from my right side, I have Kennedy Martin. I just ended up holding off on this pick off of vibes because, I just wanted to do my pairings in the previous round, but she definitely could have been picked way earlier. She is one of the best players in NCAA as a whole, so definitely no reason to take her last. I just ended up being this way.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to be able to take her.
Yeah.
So
She's an absolute monster. I mean, getting some of the most kills in NCAA right now, so... And we're going to get her the help that she needs on my team. So
Yeah, they're going to be really stacked teams here.
Yep, so this would be a very fun battle, but you guys let us know who you guys think won, and also how you guys would have drafted these teams, because this is a very, very stacked junior class.
Yeah, and then did we miss out on any other players? Did we turn a blind eye on some other juniors? We're not sure. We thought we got most of them, so.
Yeah, at the very least, right now we feel good about our picks, but you guys could totally shock us with some missed picks that we just totally snubbed.
Definitely possible.
Yeah, but then let's move on to the next game where we're going to be comparing some stats. We've done this for a couple weeks now where we're just comparing some stats to players, only their stats, not knowing the player names, not knowing the teams. So let's get right into it. Tell me which player is better based only off of their stats. First round, player A, they have 4.48 points per set, 3.92 kills per set on 29.9% efficiency, 9 aces, 23 serve errors, 2.7 digs per set, and 0.77 blocks per set. And then for player B, we have 5.29 points per set, 4.69 kills per set, 36.8% efficiency with 0 service aces, 0 serve errors, 0.69 digs per set, and then 1.14 blocks per set. I think you can kind of tell that between these two players, one is playing a little more back row versus the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting, though. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it does look like they could even have played different positions, but I'm for sure not doing that. That efficiency is really nice, though. And then they're still blocking, so they're still playing good defense in the front row. I'll probably go player B here.
Okay, well, for player B, that means you picked Noemi Glover from Arizona State, ASU, over Logan Lednicki from Texas A&M. So, big surprise. Two of the better right sides in NCAA volleyball right now. Good choice still. Now, let's move on to round 2. So, for player A here, they have 5.62 points per set with 5.05 kills per set on 23.5% efficiency with 11 aces, 31 service errors, and 2.67 digs per set and 0.69 blocks per set. Then, for player B, they have 6.33 points per set, 5.40 kills per set on 28% efficiency flat, 33 service aces, 58 service errors, and 1.54 digs per set and 0.6 blocks per set.
This again is pretty tough.
Yeah, there's some upside downsides for each player, but it's pretty crazy.
I'm still going to go player B as well. I think the slight efficiency bump, the ace to error ratio is a little bit better.
Even though it's a lot of errors.
It is, but the amount of aces is really high. And then I think you're kind of okay with that. And the blocking is pretty similar. There is less digs, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close here.
That means you're picking Flor Marie Heredia Colon from Miami over Journey Robinson from LSU. So again, 2 star players for their teams. Really, really doing a lot, both players. Now let's move on to the next round, our final round. For player A here, we have 3.18 points per set, 1.93 kills per set on 41.3% efficiency. They have 19 aces, 21 service errors, 1.6 blocks per set. And then for player B, we have 3.36 points per set with 2.59 kills per set, 41.6% efficiency, 1 ace, 0 service errors, 1.28 blocks per set. Again, a situation where one player is serving more than the other. And with middles, that makes sense. You just have a libero serving for the other player.
Wow, this is interesting. I'm kind of confused, though. Like, their points are so similar, but then one of them has so many aces and stuff.
I mean,
and then more blocks.
Yeah, the aces help because that's why the kills are skewed, right?
Yeah. But it's not by a lot. I don't know. It's interesting. Over 1.5 blocks a set is pretty insane, though.
Yeah, feels like one of the best blockers in NCAA right now.
Yeah. Still, 1.28 is also doing really well.
One of the top blockers in NCAA right now.
Wow, this is tough.
Especially the efficiency is like right.
Yeah, it's the same. It's pretty much the same. I'll take player A here. I think the fact that they can serve definitely is nice.
Yeah.
And they're doing it well. I mean, they're getting aces for sure.
Yeah, and those are good serves.
Yeah, and then the blocking is like, it looks like it's like top class. Like, this is really, really good blocking here.
Yep. Well, you're absolutely right because you picked Afena Kazakpala from Texas A&M over Rebecca Alec from Nebraska.
She is putting up crazy numbers, though.
Yeah, it's just both of them are the top middles in NCAA right now. So no bad choice here. But let us know if you guys were going to make the same choices or if any of these surprised you a little bit. Now, we can move on to the next game where we're bringing back a little bit of an older game.
It's a while since we've done this one.
Yeah. I think last time maybe was during the men's and pro seasons for women's, but it's naming the player with just a couple hints.
Yeah.
So there's different levels to the hints. We're starting off a little bit harder, getting easier as we move forward.
Yeah.
You guys will get the gist of it. We're keeping it pretty simple, just 5 hints this time. Back then we were doing like 10.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, these make more sense now. It's more just volleyball stuff.
Yeah,
I think before we kind of were
before we were doing like player trivia, so like everyone can get to know the players a little better, which I think is still interesting. But yeah, this time we're simplifying a little bit, making it a little bit easier because also us keeping track of so many players and their trivia gets a little difficult.
Yeah, and they're in season right now, so the volleyball stuff is very important. Hopefully you don't snipe me this time. You sniped me last time. Swears in like 2 guesses.
Name my NCAA player using hints that progressively get easier. All right. So then, For your first hint, we just have an outside hitter here.
Okay.
So, really broad category.
Yeah. I'm thinking that you're not gonna go like the top athletes right now. So let me
get in your bag a little bit.
Yeah, let me just pick someone a little bit more. It's not niche, but a little bit below. Let me go like Chloe Chacoin.
It is not Chloe Chacoin.
Okay.
Now let's move on to our next hint. For the second hint, we have their class. They're a senior.
Okay, senior outside. That's hard. Knowing the classes is difficult here.
Yeah. So you can always just throw out a guess, see what sticks.
Yeah.
I guess just think about an older player.
Yeah. Let me go Eva Hudson.
Well, it ended up being Eva Hudson.
Okay.
You ended up sniping that one pretty easily.
Got the teammates, you know.
Yeah. That is actually pretty funny that you just guessed the teammates there. You had Purdue on the brain from last season, I guess. But let me just read off the rest of the hints. The third hint is that this player transferred in this past year, this past offseason. Again, starting to get a little easier. The fourth hint is that they're a 2-time All-American. Really helping you out here. And then for hint number 5, if you kind of know your players and volleyball history from last year, this will help a lot. Hint number 5, they led the Big Ten last year with 567 total kills and 4.87 kills per set. So they're the Big Ten leader. The player is Eva Hudson. So let us know at what level you were able to get the player, because, you know, it got progressively harder and he just ended up sniping, guessing just a player.
Yeah.
But now we're going to continue on. He's going to have his version of this. He's going to test me.
All right, now it's for mine. Now it's for my turn for this. Naming the player. Naming the player, NCAA Women's Edition, with hints getting progressively easier. First off, she's a setter.
Okay, we got a setter here. Let's go big names. Let's start off Bergen Riley.
Not Bergen Riley. Next up, she's a junior.
What are the odds? I already named a junior. I got one off. But junior setter, Alexis Stuckey.
Okay, not Alexis Stuckey though.
Okay.
Next up, she's in the Big Ten.
In the Big Ten, is it Taylor Anderson?
Yes, it is Taylor Anderson.
Okay.
And then the other hints, the last 2 hints were that she was on the All Big Ten team last year. And then the last hint was her former teammates were outsides that transferred to a new school.
Yeah. I feel like that one really gives it away if you weren't able to get it yet.
Yeah, my player was Taylor Anderson from Purdue.
Let us know if you guys were able to get that one. This one's definitely a little bit more niche, especially if you're not keeping up with Big Ten or Purdue. Yeah. So you might not know her name like that, but remember the name. She's a really good setter.
Yeah, and Purdue is looking real good right now.
Oh yeah. Let's move on to the next game where we're gonna have Mike do a game of naming the stat. So this stat that we're gonna do this time is who has the most single game, or who has the biggest single game kill performance for each of the Power 4 conferences. Some of them should be a little bit easier. We just had one performance this past week.
Yeah.
I know that one's gonna be easy, but some of them will probably be a little bit more difficult, but all players, you guys should know too. Name the player with the best single game kill performance in each of the Power 4 conferences. Let's start off. We got the Big 12 here.
Big 12. Okay.
This may be one of your harder ones.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably the hardest one to name on the list, but we do know that this player is good, but maybe not from one of those most top teams.
Okay. How about Anna Barilovich from Colorado?
Yeah, it's not Anna Barilovich from Colorado. Her best kill performance was 32 kills against UCF earlier this season.
Okay, so it's more than 32.
Yup.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Get the easy one out of the way. Is it Noemi Glover?
It is not Noemi Glover. Her season high in kills was only 25 kills, and that was against Kansas for her. I don't know if ASU has played too many 5-setters where she's been dominating like that.
Right. Okay. Claire Little Chambers from BYU?
It is not Claire Little Chambers from BYU. Her season high in kills was also 25 earlier this season against Utah Valley. This was in September. I think it's a non-conference game.
Shaylee Myers?
Yep, it is Shaylee Myers from Kansas State, where she had 34 kills against West Virginia on October 1st.
Damn.
So that's a
crazy.
big performance from her.
A lot of other people putting up crazy numbers, right? There was like 2 other people I named.
Yeah, 32. So,
man,
you know, you got to score pretty high to be at the top of this list.
Yeah.
But now let's move on to the next conference. Next, we got the Big Ten. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit easier. Just the big names.
I think let me go with the easy one. Give me Kennedy Martin.
It is Kennedy Martin from Penn State. She had 34 kills also in a September 28th game versus UCLA.
I do remember that game.
Yeah. So A lot of kills for her there. Went to 5 sets.
Yeah.
She carried.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if it was Kenna Willard. She was putting up crazy numbers earlier.
Kenna Willard. Could have been Mimi Collier. I think those two were also very close. But for the next conference, we have the SEC. Another one where you can kind of think of teams with one big main hitter.
All right, I think I have to go with some of the easier ones here. Give me Brooklyn DeLay.
It's not Brooklyn DeLay.
Okay. I know she's putting up numbers, so I have to just make sure.
But, it's her and Eva Hudson together. Brooklyn DeLay only has a kill high of 24 kills on September 18th versus Louisville.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's also because Kentucky is winning a lot of games pretty convincingly.
Right. How about Journey Robinson from LSU?
It is Journey Robinson from LSU. She also had a kill high of 34 kills versus Florida on October 5th, so just pretty recently, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's insane.
Now for the next conference, we have the ACC. This is probably the easiest one.
This is the reason that we did this one.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Give me Flora Marie Heredia Cologne with those 38 kills, man.
Yep. It is Flora Marie Heredia Cologne from Miami. She had 38 kills versus Pitt just last week on October 10th. One of the best games of the season so far. Go back and watch that one if you haven't. Yeah, that's pretty much why we did this name the stat, because
insane.
That could stand for probably the rest of the season.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, 38. It is also her career high.
Yeah.
It would be the career high for most people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what a performance. And let us know if you guys had any trouble with these. Some of them were a little bit more self-explanatory than others. Especially this ACC one.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, a little bit difficult. So let's move on to the final game. We got one blind ranking for you to finish off the episode.
Okay, and this time we're going to do most surprising teams. And again, the way I'm doing it is it could be good, it could be bad. Mm-hmm. It makes it a little bit more difficult that way. It's more fun. Blind rank these teams based on how surprising they are this season. First off, we got Texas.
Ooh, Texas? I mean, I think everyone thought that they were going to be one of the top contenders, and they are the top contenders. They do have some surprising, outstanding players. No one knew that the freshmen were going to be playing this well. But just in terms of them being a strong team, we knew that they were going to be a top-level team.
Yeah, you do just have to think, hey, they did lose Maddie Skinner. That was something that was pretty tough. But you got Tori Stafford back.
Yeah, so I think everyone... The freshman class was also extremely hyped up, so it was middling expectations. Like, maybe we thought that they'd still be within like the top 5, but maybe not number 2, and by far number 2.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just gonna stick them at 5 because we knew that they were gonna be pretty good, but not like anything crazy. I think there might be some crazier ones out here.
Okay. Next up, we got SMU.
SMU, this was a big one because no one knew how they were gonna gel. So that was a big one. Even though they brought in some pretty big names.
Yeah.
So on paper, it looked like a really good team. We just weren't sure how it was going to execute. So pretty solidly surprising. I'm going to put them at number 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. They were like, I think the highest they got last year was number 10 in the rankings. And then again, they brought in a whole different team. It's completely different players. At least that are starting. So the fact that they're able to do that is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Especially at this point in the season.
Yeah, and now they're at 8, so they're definitely killing it right now. Next up, we got Purdue.
Ooh, Purdue is another one where they lost a lot of their roster. I think Purdue was maybe a little bit more surprising just because we after losing both of their outsides, they're like top tier outsides. We were really worried about what Purdue was going to do and how they're going to perform. I'll put this one at number 2 because it's been pretty surprising how well they've been doing.
Okay, second to last one here, we got TCU.
TCU, I mean, losing Melanie Parra, that was a pretty big loss, so also weren't too sure of how they were going to be. I mean, they always have their system, but last year it really felt like Melanie Parra was a big reason of why they were so good, so losing her. And still, this season, performing really well. Very surprising, but I have something in mind that I want to hold for number 1. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll put this one at number 4.
Yeah, I mean, they've been hovering around that 10-11 range, TCU, so definitely really good this year. So it's definitely interesting, but I guess you've probably got it right. The last one here, and this is your number 1 spot, is Penn State.
That's exactly who I expected. I mean, what's happening with Penn State this season, it shocked everyone. I think going into the season, everyone was thinking, it's going to be Penn State and Nebraska at that 1 and 2. And here we are halfway through the season, halfway through conference play almost. And it's, what are they, like 18, 19?
Yeah. they're falling.
Yeah, they're all the way down, and they're still trying to climb their way back up, but they've been ranked pretty low recently. And
they were able to sweep Wisconsin, which I guess helps them.
Yeah, but they've had some rough games and rough situations, I guess. So definitely the most surprising. That's Izzy Stark's situation. Literally no one could have predicted it.
Yeah.
So that is very surprising.
Yeah, it's a lot of new faces that joined that team. You did get to keep Jillian Grimes, which is helpful, which helped like the passing. People weren't sure how good Emmy Selman was gonna be.
Yeah.
Caroline Jervicius, Kennedy Martin, like what is that position stuff like? There's a lot of questions going into the season.
Well, I think people still thought that they were gonna be good.
Yeah, they were definitely still gonna be top tier. That's what the thought was.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So
not as much there so far.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think or what you guys would have done for that ranking, but that brings us to the end of today's episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you got this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. In the comments, I think just let us know who your favorite players are. Again, we asked that earlier, but just let us know who your favorite players are from your favorite team, especially if we did not name them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really want to know who the favorites are, maybe the hidden gems from each team that we're not paying enough attention to.
Yeah, especially you're like a big fan of say it is like a Texas A&M, like who's your favorite player on that team, or Wisconsin, who's your favorite player? So we definitely want to know about it because again, there's a lot of great ballers this year. So,
but again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.